This is the inside of a Nissan Skyline once the dashboard has been removed. And this is the outside of a Nissan Skyline that's waiting to be put back together. It would be fair to say it looks worse now than the day it arrived. And to make matters worse, I'm not a qualified mechanic. I'm just a guy with an ambition, doing my best and learning as I go. So today we've got a lot to do. Because in around 6 weeks, I want to get this car on the road and take it on an epic road trip. In the last video, we took the engine out and it was a great success. Today, we've got to rebuild the subframe and hopefully sort that dashboard out. So the only thing left to do is replace that front arch panel that was damaged in the accident. If we can do that, we'll be able to get it on the road, pass an MOT and take it on the road trip of a lifetime. So let's waste no time and get to the garage. In the last video, which you can watch here if you haven't already, we took the engine out. And as you can see, it's stored safely in the workshop, ready to go back in once the repairs have been completed. But there is still loads of work to be done on this car, starting with the interior. Which means we've got to take this windscreen out. So I called on Walker's Windscreens to come and help. We're taking off the door trim pieces for better access. Then he fed this kind of like cheese wire thing through a gap in the windscreen, attached it to this suction mount on the inside, and then used his drill to pull the cable tight, which cuts through the original seal. And the whole thing was out in less than 5 minutes. John. It looks better already. The new windscreen is here, ready to go in. So, all good there. Now that the windscreen's out, it should make taking the dashboard out that much easier. But I might be speaking too soon there, because I've never taken a dashboard out before, let alone put a new one in. So we'll see how that goes later in the video. The more stuff we take off this Skyline, the more I realise how easy it is to cover up a car's history. But thankfully, I protected myself from buying too much of a lemon with a check from Vehicle Score, who have sponsored today's video. Getting a check with Vehicle Score is easy. You put your registration number in, press check, and you'll get an easy to understand report with a score out of 999. It shows you if your car has ever been written off, scrapped, stolen, imported, as well as mileage history and MOT records. And my favourite feature is the report summary, giving advice in plain and easy to understand English. You can also get a check on a car that you currently own, because you never know what you might find hidden in your car's history. Ooh. So make sure you check out your car with Vehicle Score to uncover any hidden history, find out exactly what your car's worth, and if you use my discount code in the link below, you'll save yourself a nice bit of cash as well. So thank you to Vehicle Score for sponsoring this video. Now let's get onto the subframe. Before I get in there and start taking the dashboard apart, I don't want the whole car to be on jack stands. It just doesn't feel right to be in the car, moving about, changing the balance, when it's rested on 4 axle stands, which you shouldn't really do anyway, apparently. So, in order to fix that problem, I've got to put the new subframe onto the old chassis and connect everything up so we can attach some wheels to the front, lower it down, and then we'll be steady. Here's the subframe I prepared earlier. So, what are we waiting for? Let's crack on. Chris? It's the wrong way round. That's better. Once the subframe's in position, I'm going to use a jack to take all the weight and lift it up. This is just a little bit too high, so I'm going to transfer the subframe down onto this skateboard, which might hold it, might not hold it. But we'll see. Only one way to find out, isn't there? But in true Chris Bear fashion, there was another issue. So I'm gonna have to improvise. This new subframe is completely straight, so if it lines up with all of the original bolt holes on the chassis, we can finally confirm for the first time that the chassis is straight, which will be the best news possible. Lined up in those corners there and there, looking good. This might work, you know. They're popping through. So this might work. This might work. These are big boy discs. That's that side done. Let's go to the other side. I haven't managed to sort a wheel, so I'm going to put that one on just so I can see what it actually looks like with 4 wheels on. This might be a bad idea. It looks like a car. It looks like a car again. It doesn't look like a car at all. But you know what I mean? It's got wheels and it's got a subframe and like, oh, this is gonna work. I know, to most people, this is just gonna look like a crashed car. Look at that. But to me, oh, this is something so I never thought I'd be able to even attempt. It's actually properly coming together now. And I genuinely couldn't have done any of it without the support of all you subscribers, everyone who watches, everyone who's been a supporter of the channel since day one or yesterday. So if you're new here, the best way you can support is by smashing that like button and hitting the subscribe button. And in return, I'll keep doing my best to make the most entertaining content possible. And on that subject, this dash is coming out. Let's go. Starting with this steering wheel. Next, I'm cutting off the airbag just to give us a bit more room. And then it's 2 10mm bolts just behind where the windscreen sat. It's a good job we took the windscreen out. Next, let's get that entertainment console out. There are so many clips down here, and let me tell you, I am dreading putting this back. Oh, yes! Sheesh, look how many plugs and connectors and all kinds of rubbish there is in here. Man! With the center console out, it's time to try and remove the instrument cluster. But this is going to be more complicated than I thought. There are a couple of screws back here. If I can undo those, that might just pinch off the front fascia. Is that not even for that? That's not even for that, is it? Shy of taking the whole thing apart. Like, if you look behind here, there's nothing. This is really difficult. Really difficult. At the end of it, I am going to have a SKYLINE. Right, quick bit of YouTubing, and apparently you can take this top piece off by undoing these 4 bolts. 1, 2, and then the same on the other side. So I'm going to give that a go, and hopefully once we get this top off, the rest of the dash should just fall off. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that looks promising. It looks like it might actually come off. Please, 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 please. Yes! There's this one here, and that one there. And this should just lift up and out. Oh, no way. I take back all the nasty things I said about Nissan. Turns out I was the problem all along. But you live and you learn. All I've got to do now, hopefully, is get those 2 bolts out of the back, and then it should just lift out. Wow. 1 broken dashboard, 1 clean dashboard, and 1 massive mess. But we've got a new dash, the correct side drive. While this dashboard coming out is fresh in my mind, I'm gonna get it at least back in and in place. Let's see how long it takes to get the dash back in. Once the dashboard's in and connected up, that'll be the last thing to do on the whole interior of the car. Which means we're getting really close to getting it back on the road and taking it on an epic road trip. If you can guess where we're going, well, that's what the comment section's for. Let me know what you think. Now the connectors are back in, I can unpeel that horrendous red carbon wrap. And then it's just a few trim pieces and the finishing touches. And it's done. The last bolt is in. Everything is back as it should be. It looks so much better with this brushed aluminium finish instead of that red carbon. Need to figure out what to do with that because it's an Infinity one obviously and this is a Nissan. But that's the least of our worries for now. All that's left to do now the dashboard's in, is to sort out this front quarter. But that'll have to wait till the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace out. Are you filming, definitely?
Mm-hmm. Without any fingers, yeah?
Ideally without any fingers, yeah.
I just need a hand getting out.
I don't want to trip and end up...
But I can't get your head in if I'm getting that in. But you need to crouch down, maybe. No, that's too much.
Now, let's get on to that subframe.
Just do that again.
So, thank you to Vehicle Score for... What?
I wasn't ready. Now let's get onto the subframe.
Now let's get onto the subframe.
Great. Shall I press stop?